Hello, everyone. This is lab number 2. Your number 6 on your. If you look at your, I'm sorry, number 7 is what I have you do. Um, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do number 6, the one right before number 7, which is very similar to getting you to understand how to write into number for number the same number that you have that you did for number. If you can do number 6, you can do number 7. How's that? Okay. I really like number 6. Number 6 is not assigned, but the number 7 is the one that I'm picking up. So if you could follow along with me, it'll be great with it as well. In number 6, if you look at the cookbook step, which is 6A, 6B, 6C, it gives you the skeleton on there. This is what I have right here. Okay, make sure you create a separate directory, separate project. Take the screenshot of this in a separate directory. All of this when you wrap this up with it. So, if you could for me, just turn your attention to this screenshot that I have made here. And they gave you the skeleton already on there. You should be able to put in all the pound include using namespace and int main and the curly brackets, variable declarations, executable statement, and return statement with this. So take a look at 6 right now. The only different in number 6 is that it has a string include statements in there using namespace in there. But if you look at the steps that I'm going to have to use 6A, write a C++ include header file for the IO stream and the string, right? So what is that? So that's this part right here. You can go in and just do pound part A, and you're done with that part. C, write a C++ statement that allows you C in, C out, and line. Well, what's that? That's this part right here, okay? And then, if you take a look at C, write a C++ statement that declares the type of the string for type string and study hours of type double of the string. Well, this is the part that you need to come in here. I'm going to do declare variable right here. So I'm going to declare my variables for all my variables right here. First one it asks you is declares the string. I'm going to use the string data type, and it's going to be name as the identifier. And if you, of course, you use the string data type, you got to include what? In your reading, if you recall, you have to do pound include what? String up here. Okay, so this is the second library file that we talked is new to you. The second one is you're going to do study hours, and they ask you to do that as double. So study hours, if you notice how I named this, it's one word, no space, no special character, can't start with a number or a special character with it. I used the what's called Hungarian naming style with the uppercase, the second word with this, so with it, that's with that as well. Next step is you need to prompt the user for information. Okay, the user for information. So, how do I prompt the user? Cout. Enter first name. Okay, give it a space, semicolon, and you do cin. You need to read that in to store this as the name. Name is a string right now, so you don't put that as an identifier with it. And then you put in a next cout inline. Okay, so you have that. And then you have cout. You prompt them for a number of enter a number of hours study. Okay, so enter the number of hours study or study hours. Enter the study hours. Okay, something like this, and then you do cout. I'm sorry, this time cin insertions insertion to insert into the study hours, and remember this is a double data type, so you could use decimal in here as well. So cout inline. Okay, so the next line allow you to use is the cout what? Output this into the screen. Hello, advanced. Okay, the person's name, tell them what is the name that they input, and then you put in an exclamation mark. On Saturday, you need to study the identifier that you use, hours, give a space after this, hours for the exam. In line. Okay, so this gives you an output with this. So this is number 6 basically with it. You prompt the user to do this. If I had to look at it here, this is part D. If you look at part right, this statement, all this is part D right here. You can just go in here, part D, and this part is the next part is part E. If you look at the bottom of this to get this an output for this thing. Part E. Okay, so all this should conclude it. I want to save this right now. So if I had to compile this thing, make sure you compile this thing. So let me Control A, Control C, copy this thing. Let me pause right here for a moment because I'm going overtime here. Pause.